This segment brought to you by Heinen Brothers Ag, farmers helping farmers by offering quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia. Call today to protect your crop yield.
Good morning. My name is Romulo Lolato. I am the Wheat and Forages Extension Specialist with Kansas State University. And today we're here in the North Farm and we're going to discuss with you a little bit of the current conditions of the wheat crop, some of the challenges that the producers have faced this growing season, especially following a late summer crop growing seasons with all the rainfall that we had in the beginning of the summer. Another condition that may have delayed wheat planting in many parts of Kansas is the dry conditions that we observed during most of the month of October. So producers were either considering dusting wheat in and waiting for the rain, or the other way around, just waiting for the rain before they would ensure that the wheat crop would have at least some moisture to come up. And that really delayed some of the Kansas wheat planting together with a late summer crop harvest. So let's discuss some of these challenges and what we're seeing across the state, not only here in Manhattan, but really on the wheat producing region of the state. So the summer season that we had was a pretty late summer. We had some delayed harvests. As we can see here, just on the field beside us, we're actually harvesting soybeans. So we have had a pretty late harvest this year. And with this delayed harvest, the wheat planting may get delayed in a few fields. What are the consequences of delaying wheat planting and what are we seeing around the state? So the first consequence is that the wheat plant will not have as much time to develop during the fall as it would had it been planted early and in the appropriate planting date. That will result in less fall-formed tillers, which can decrease our wheat potential productivity, our potential yield. Fall-formed tillers, they are generally more productive than spring-formed tillers. So here in the North Farm, where we have a few different studies, what you can see here on my right-hand side is a study that was planted late October, and so it has much less development than the study that we have here on my left-hand side that was planted early October, in the very first week of October. So how do we scout for tiller formation in an early planted field or a late planted field like this? As you scout your field, first you need to dig your wheat plants out of the ground and look for the tillers. The tillers have a specific structure that are called profile, and it's very easy to identify the tillers when it is a tiller or a leaf based on the existence of this structure, which is a sheath called profile, so as you can see here. Now on late planted wheat, as the one that you have here planted late on October here in the North Farm, in fact these plants have not started to tiller yet. So you can see that they have only the main stem, only the main shoot, and not really started to tiller yet. What are the consequences of less tillering during the fall? Consequences are not only the reduced yield potential, but also increased winter kill potential, so winter damage potential, right? So the wheat plants need at least 1 to 2 tillers and 4 to 5 developed leaves as it goes into the winter to have the greatest winter hardiness. So we really need these couple of tillers, 4 to 5 leaves, to make sure that we have the greatest potential to survive the winter. When we're planting late and the wheat doesn't have time to develop these 1 or 2 tillers and 4 or 5 leaves, we're straightforward increasing our risks of winter kill. So our crop here planted following soybeans, which were planted late, third week of October, they're really under greater risk of winter kill than the crop planted earlier, here planted following corn here in the North Farm. So if you're interested in hearing more information about wheat and following what all is going on throughout the state and also in research that we're currently conducting, you can follow me on KSU Wheat on Twitter, and also always be aware that we have the weekly e-updates that we send through the Department of Agronomy at Kansas State University, and that's really a great source of information of best management practices or maybe management adjustments based on what we're seeing in the current growing season.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.